From the Space City on a Wednesday night at Minute Maid Park. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. The Astros will try to wrap up the three-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Settling in now, Shelby Tomlinson, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. The 1-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
A swing and a miss for route number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that. But most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box, Scotty Hayward. Right side, but it's well foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Chasing after it is Maben. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Here's Michael Brantley. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. This pitch is popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nope, that's out.
Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw. And Brantley is in there at third base. He's got himself a triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
And a base hit, and that's going to chase in the run from third. The Astros are off to a 1-0 lead. The relay, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that is into right field, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Paxton also known as Big Maple due to his Canadian roots. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
So he sets him down swinging. Carlos Correa becomes out number 2 this inning, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy, but that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
That wasn't a terrible...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Leading off the inning, Nino Reese, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive, so a sweep at home would be extra special.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is, and he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. In now is the Yankees DH, Aaron Judge. He's looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So stepping in, Robinson Chirinos. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway. Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate, 1-2 now. Hard on the ground toward short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Batting 9th, the first baseman.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's got 3 base hits in 22 tries. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Now batting, Jose Altuve. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
Hayward coasts under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Ready now, Gary Sanchez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Swing and a misses. He was way early on that one. 3-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away.
The left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Oh, my goodness. Talk about a developing story here. 8 straight strikeouts, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, number 36. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him. Looking at a fastball to end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Standing in, Sam Tomlinson. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here?
Yeah, guys, that was the first triple of the year for him, and you got to believe it's not going to be his last. The way this guy can absolutely fly, any ball in the gap screams triple.
Now batting,
And with
center
that, we'll
fielder,
give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East.
Winger.
One out now in the Houston third, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. In there, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Paxton peers in. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Striding in once again, Shelby Tomlinson back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
he has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Now at the plate, Cameron Maybin comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Pretty impressive. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the box now, Scotty Hayward stopped by the post office to get stamps on the way to mailing in that swing. It's 3-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 2-0. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Into the box now, Alex Bregman. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Fastball called strike, 1-2. Now a swing by Bregman and a ball hit well to deep left. Into the Crawford boxes and gone.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, number 44. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. 1 out, nobody on. High and deep to straightaway right. Hayward ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The first baseman, number 10. Yulieski.
Stepping in, Yuli Gurriel. That's popped up out towards short right field. Reese has got it, and the side is retired. 1 more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. We played 4. It's now 3-0 Houston. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Striding forward now is the DH, Aaron Judge, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The 2-1 is outside for a ball.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
On a good pitch there as he had him fooled badly, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Now to the plate, Torres. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. The 1-1 to 1-2 now. This is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Now in the box, Michael Brantley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 3-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hit in the air out toward left. Stanton comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Sam Tomlinson.
At the plate, Sam Tomlinson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Reese is under it. 2 gone. Here's George Springer. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Joel Springer.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. Carlos Correa would be next. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Leading off the inning, Gary Sanchez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Stepping into the box, number 36. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1 hit hard on the ground towards second. There is Altuve. On to the first baseman Gurriel, and that will end the. Stepping into the box, Carlos Correa, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Backhanded. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman,
Alex Bregman will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. And there's out number 2. Coming to the plate now, number 44. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And he struck. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. The 1-1 takes this the other way to right, and he drops it. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, MLBThe, this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had it.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. The 2-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. At the plate, Scotty Hayward, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter what side the plate of this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Yanks held in check. Stepping up now, Robinson Chirinos. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. Standing in now, Yuli Gurriel. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Four runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Altuve. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Still even at 2-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. 4 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
The left fielder, number
Fouled
23, Michael Brantley.
The 1-2. Line toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One more. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Nino Reese. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Next will be the designated hitter, Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Up next for the Yankees.
So digging in now, Torres. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Going back is the right fielder. Goodbye, home run.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, man. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. The Astros are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Giancarlo Stanton is sent packing for the second out of the inning. The 1-1. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! And good for him. Number 36 has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So striding in, Sam Tomlinson. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Gone into the upper deck. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. Dero, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
1-2 now. Bases are empty here, nobody out. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Standing in, Carlos Correa for his career in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Another one sent foul. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the 2nd out.
Third baseman number 2, Alex.
So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. There's the 2-1 home.
The batter.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
There's a cold strike on it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Roberto Ozuna comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Cameron Maybin now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, You know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And that'll be a base hit, so they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the ninth.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Maben gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
The 1-1 home is a fastball down below the knees. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Last chance for the Yankees. And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. Hangs a K to end it, and the Astros finish the job and complete the series sweep of their rivals at home. This evening's game comes to an end 5-4, the final tally. The Astros came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Chris Davinsky claims the win out of the pen, his first.